Hello, hello. I'm trying to see if we got past these technical issues because it did not want to let this in today, but we are going to roll with it. So let me check. I want to make sure that I am live and that I am showing up for you guys. Okay, looks like we're working. Hey, hey, I hope you all are doing well. Again, I apologize for the slight delay. We were having some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, seems like every week we run into something crazy. But to me, that lets me know that I am headed in the right direction with the information that I am about to bring to you guys today. So I hope you guys are super excited for what I am about to cover. So I want to give people a few moments to go ahead and come on in. I see you guys coming in. Hey, hey, hope you are well today. Got some great information for you guys. So I am going to let you guys go ahead and come in. Again, I'm big on making sure that everything is good. So if you can see me, if you can hear me, go ahead and say hey in the chat. And I am going to respond to you, say hey back. I'm glad that you are here. But today we are going to talk about something that is really, really good and that a lot of people have come to me saying that they deal with when it comes to their businesses. So I don't want to ignore the things that we know that people are dealing with on a consistent basis, because one thing that I think is important is to pay attention to what people are telling you in business and in real life, right? So you have to be very, very aware of these things. And I decided, like, what better way than to go live and to give you guys some actionable insight on that as well. So I see you all coming in. Hello, hello. As you know, I keep my notes because I don't want to keep you for a long time, but I want to make sure that you get all of the information that you need. So, my name is Erica Burns, aka Coach Erica B. I am the owner of All in Your Biz, and I am your favorite business coach. I want to welcome you to the Authenticity Agenda. And to give you a little bit about what this is, it is a live series that I'm going to be hosting every Thursday for you guys to come in and get some actionable insight. But it's more than that. So, the authenticity agenda is more about shifting from employment to empowerment. And this, for me, is where ambitious women break barriers and have a space to grow together. So, hey, Torin, how are you? So, each week, I'm going to be providing you guys with some actionable insights to help you live your truth, build your business, and embrace your power as female entrepreneurs. And I have helped hundreds of women across the United States. And now I want to help you transform the knowledge that you have gained in your career into a business and a brand that you love. So I am super, super happy to have each of you here. If you are watching this in a replay, go ahead and type replay in the chat. I will respond. I am very active if you don't know. So if you have questions or comments, go ahead and connect with me in the chat. I am keeping my eyes open. All right. So today, let's talk about the fear of not knowing. And it's a big thing and it is a reality. Hey Janice, how are you? And I want to talk about going from doubt to mastery, because a lot of times we feel like we have to come straight into things in business with this mastery level of knowledge. And that's not real. Like, it's not reality. It's not something that can actually happen. Whenever you are going into new areas of your life, you have to take the time to learn what that looks like. Even when we start out and we go from crawling to walking, there is a learning period. And so when I get women who come to me and they say, I haven't taken that leap in committing to my business because there's a lot that I don't know. I have to let them know that that fear of not knowing enough cannot be stronger than your will and your want to get out there and get done what you know you are called to do in business, in your community, in your life in general. So today I want to talk to you about leveraging learning opportunities, because Whenever there's an opportunity, it's up to you to either utilize that opportunity to help you grow and expand, or you're going to allow that fear to stop you from taking the steps that are necessary in order for you to get where you are trying to go. And I am really big on pushing my women who work with me, pushing my ladies, pushing my girls. And I want to push you today in the direction of success by helping you understand how to leverage learning opportunities. So if you're excited, let me know. Go ahead, let me know in the chat. I hope this is something that resonates with you, that also helps you in your business today, because I like stuff that's going to help me take action like immediately. Okay. So, first things first, in order to leverage these learning opportunities and to go from doubt to mastery, you have to be able to be willing to say, I know that there is potential that I need to unlock when it comes to my business. All of us have the potential for greater, right? Like we're never going to be the absolute best. Y'all know I like sports, so I'm gonna say like Michael Jordan and all of these other celebrities that we look up to in sports. Steph Curry, they do a whole lot of practicing, but even as wonderful and as great, and if you're a LeBron fan, okay, him too, like even as wonderful and great as they are, they still can be better, right? There's still opportunities. And so they generally spend time seeking what that opportunity is in order for them to grow. Okay. But the first thing that you have to do when you are trying to do that is identify knowledge gaps. You have to be aware of the gaps in the information that you know versus what you need to know. If you do not know where there is a gap, or where you could get some additional help, or where you feel like I know it, but I don't feel like I know it enough to take my business to the next level, or to allow me to reach a specific goal that I have, then you have to have a sit down and be real with yourself and identify what that gap is. And so the first thing is honestly recognizing where you need more information or skills. Okay? You have to know, you know what? Let me sit down. Let me take inventory of self and see what is it that I am lacking. So I am a pen to paper type of person. I am a pen to paper type of coach. That is a little old school. I think a lot of times that people think, from my age, like, you don't do everything on your iPad. No, it goes there, but it goes on paper first. So I want you to literally get a piece of paper and create a list of key areas in your business. And then I want you to take the time to rate your level of confidence. And you can do 1 to 10, or you could do, however you want to. 1 to 10 is generally easier. But rate each of those key areas of your business, whether it be marketing, finance, whether it's your actual operations, right? Rate yourself and your confidence and knowledge skill from 1 to 10 on each of those topics. Okay. This is going to help you identify the areas that you score yourself low on. These are areas in which you need to seek more information and skills. Simple. I'm about making business as simple as possible. It don't have to be complicated. Okay. So let's talk about what some of these knowledge gaps look like that I see a lot of times. So the number one, the biggest one, is marketing. People have a honest fear of marketing. And I have also been there myself, like, how do I tiptoe out here? Like, what do I do? First of all, I don't want to waste any money. People telling me I need to run ads. I don't want to waste money and do that the wrong way. People are telling me that I need to show up on social media 7,000 times a day, but do I really have to? What does that look like? How do I not post the same stuff over and over and over? Right? All of these ways that we are supposed to get out here and market, there is generally a knowledge gap in that space. And a lot of times right now, as for where we are, just as a society, that is in the digital spaces. So if you felt like, this social media thing And this showing up online is getting real tricky. I don't know how to do it. So guess what? I'm just gonna not do it. Hide. I'm gonna run and hide. I'm not gonna do it. If that's you, if you feel like being honest, let me know. Okay? Because I'm gonna be honest. It's very intimidating. It is very intimidating when you have the whole world at your fingertips. And that's the thing. Like when we were growing up and when our parents were growing up, you had like television, you had newspapers, you had billboards, things of that nature that take a while for people to like organize and put out there. So when you saw it, it was like, oh, okay. But now you literally can create something like this and the whole world can have access to it. So, with the whole world having access to that information, that means that you, as a consumer, because as we are business owners, we are also consumers, you as a consumer see people doing so many things. And I don't know about you, but I always want to show up as my best self in my business, in real life too. But I always want to show up as my best self. And a lot of times you kind of clam up when you don't know how to do that. You need to be able to be honest with yourself and identify that this is an information and a skill gap that you have in your business. I think it is very important to reflect as well, right? So I want you to think about some challenges that you have faced in your business due to a lack of knowledge. What did that look like for you? So feel free, drop it in the chat, share it in the comments. What are some experiences that you all have had where you had a challenge in your business that you faced due to a lack of knowledge? And let's be real, like you can share them. I'll share one with you. So I always tell people, like, if your coach doesn't have a coach, look for another coach. I myself have a coach. She is amazing. I love her past the stars. Okay. But sis stretches us just like I stretch my clients. She stretches me as a coach, as an entrepreneur, and she is pushing me into systems and automations. Okay. Because we are to the point in our businesses where we want to work smarter and not harder. And so recently she introduced me to a program that was, in my opinion, 10 light years past Erica. And Erica's pretty good with tech. Okay. But this system had me real shook up. Like, this is one of those things where you need to do it. And you know that it's going to change, like, literally the face of your business. It's going to change the trajectory of your business. But baby, it's so hard. Like, and she previously had introduced it to me probably like a year and a half ago. And I did what a lot of people do. Like, I got scared and I didn't do anything with it. And fast forward where I'm at now, where I was able to sit down and say, okay, you know what? I know that I need this in my business. I know that it's going to shift and take my business to the next level. I cannot be afraid and let the fear of the lack of knowledge of this system, of these processes, prevent me from the goals and the things that I want for my business. And so I had to take a big swallow my pride pill and ask a lot of questions. I had to ask a lot of questions. I asked her a lot of questions. I asked they chat and they tech support probably thought I was the golden member of the year with how many times I hit that button. But guess what? It was no shame in my game because I did not know. And as I was learning, I was okay with asking for help because I knew that there was a knowledge gap. And the only way for me to fill that gap is to take action. Okay? So let's talk about the importance of continuous learning and entrepreneurship. As a business owner, I had a conversation with the girls in my 8-week program, Resume to Revenue, and we were talking about how, as a business owner, you are responsible for all of the things. When you are working in a 9 to 5 or in a career job, they literally hire you for this one little spot, right? In their grand plan of how to generate revenue, because that's the purpose of the businesses. Okay. So you have your job and your job title. And while your job title might feel like it has a lot of responsibilities, you know exactly what it is that you need to show up, what you need to do, how you need to do it. When you are a business owner, think about all of the positions within that organization, that 9 to 5 that you are working in. Think about all of those people who fill all of these multiple responsibilities and put all those hats on your head, because sis, that's you. Okay. And so it is very important that we understand that while we have to do all of the things until we can delegate and we can implement systems to run for us, and we can put things in place so that we don't have to be present in all aspects of our business, it is very important for you to be open to continuously learning while you are being a business owner. So one thing that I always tell people is that it is very important to keep up with industry trends. Hey, Shakara. It is very important to keep up with industry trends. Um, the business landscape is ever evolving. It is going to constantly change. Just the same as last night, we were listening to one song on TikTok as the popular song, and then you woke up this morning and everybody is dancing to $1 Million Baby. And I love it. I'm not gonna lie. It gets played like 20 times a day in my house, in my car, in my AirPods, right? It's going to switch. It's going to change. And so you have to stay updated. It's crucial, it's imperative. You have to be up to date on industry trends. Okay? You have to be able to adapt to market changes, because just like those industry trends switch, the market is ever changing. What your audience wants is going to change. There are lots of things that contribute to your audience shifting in what it is that they want or how they want to see things. So you have to be very eyes open and forward thinking when it comes to adapting your business to market changes, innovating and staying competitive. Like, there's always going to be hundreds and thousands possibly of people who are doing what you do. But when you know your unique sales proposition, when you know your unique value proposition, like how you stand out differently, okay, that's good. Like, you need that information. But you have to stay competitive and be innovative in the things that you do and offer in your business, so that you are always 2 steps ahead of your competition. All right? If this is helpful, let me know. I see y'all. Hey, y'all. I see you in the comments. All right. So, the second thing that I want to discuss is actually leveraging these learning opportunities. So, first, we have had that come to Jesus moment with ourselves. Like, we have allowed ourselves the opportunity and the space to be transparent and honest to say, baby, when it comes to blah, 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 I'm probably a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. This is something that is important in my business, but I do not have the know-how in order to do what it needs to do to make it function the way it needs to function. So we have taken inventory. Now we need to be able to understand what learning opportunities look like. Okay. Because I believe a lot of us have access to learning opportunities to help us grow as entrepreneurs, to help us grow in the space of business, to help us grow in the space of building community. And we walk like this. Like, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. Keep your eyes open. So, a couple of things that you can do are online courses and webinars. I am 100% for online learning. Okay. 100% for online learning. When it comes to online courses and webinars, I think that it is super important for you to consider things like how you learn. Every online course or webinar is not for you. Just because you like the topic or you know you need that does not mean that that person who is leading in that space is going to provide the information in a way that you are going to be able to not only comprehend but to digest and regurgitate and take action. Okay. So by taking online courses and webinars, it does offer flexibility. It does offer more affordable pricing than working like one-on-one with someone. And you do have the capability of finding very high quality content within a course or webinar. But you do have to make sure that you choose the right course, the right webinar, and the right person to lead and guide you in that space. So you do have to do a little background work. Okay. I tell my people all the time, I hope, I pray. Look at the testimonials, right? Look at customer feedback. Go look at some of the content that this person has put out. Make sure that they are going to be the one that you feel like is the best option to present to you this knowledge and this information that you are missing. Cool beans? All right. So the next thing you can do and able to leverage learning is network. Networking is huge. And a lot of us like to be at home and in our comfy space and chilling and like I just want to do the thing. Like I just want to do what it is my business does. Like this networking thing is a little weird. And I know that even like as women, a lot of times we come to this space where it's like, ooh, you want me to go out with some other women? Like, you want me to go and tell them what I do? And like, I got to put some makeup on. I got to do my hair. Like, sis, be you. Show up in a way that you want people to remember your business. Show up in a way that you want people to remember you, which is why I push authenticity to the max. Like this session, the authenticity agenda. It is my agenda. It is my responsibility, I feel, to help women see that it's okay to be yourself and how to put that into business. And one way is to network and to show up and to be yourself and to allow people to get to know you. It is very important to build a very strong like community around yourself. A lot of times when I get women in my programs or I'm coaching them, I have to tell them that you come to a point in business where it's what I call a lonely wilderness. And that is a space where a lot of people do not understand what you are doing, where you are going, why you are acting the way you are acting. And you have to have like minded people that are going through some of these same things around you or accessible to you in order for you to thrive. Anybody ever been there before? I have. I have been in a space where it's like everybody's calling me, I can't talk. Like all of these things are happening, and I'm so super confused about like why do I feel like God is putting me in a space of isolation? And it's like because I need to be able to hear what He is giving me instructions for, directions for. I need to be able to make decisions with clarity and precision. I need to be able to make sure that I am placing myself and my business in the best path of success. But it's a little lonely over here. Cause my husband, he like, you on a computer till 2 o'clock in the morning. Why? My kids are like, Mama, um, can you come and play this game with us? Can you come and watch TV with us? My siblings calling like, hey, we ain't seen you. What you doing? Can I ask you a question? Like everybody is pulling in all of these different directions. And it's like nobody really understands what I'm doing. I feel by myself, even though I have so many people around me. So it is very important for in those times you to put people around you that really understand what you are dealing with. Anytime that you work with me, I am welcoming you into my community. I have a community of strong women who are going through all of these different phases of business. Everyone is at a different stage, but they never have to feel like they're alone. And I think that's super important. Okay. So let's talk about some effective networking strategies. So you can attend industry events and conferences. One of the first conferences I went to, I went with a client slash friend of mine, and we went to Atlanta, and it was amazing. It was amazing because I was in a room with a lot of people who saw me, who heard me, who understood the things that I was dealing with. And we were able to make some things shake. I was able to make connections. It's been years, and I have like people now, even still, who are in other states that will reach out to me like, hey, how are you? Where are you in business? How can we work together? Like, amazing. That's why you hear people say, get in the room, get in the room. Okay. Facebook groups. So Facebook groups are huge. Like you'll see some with like 100,000 people in it. And I don't care if it's like 100,000 or five. If it is the right space for you to be able to show up as your authentic self, for you to get help, for you to discuss certain things, go ahead and join. Okay. So, another couple of things that you can do in order to leverage learning opportunities is read books. Baby, there's a lot of good information in some books, and I'm not going to lie to you. My attention and like all those things don't allow me to really like sit down all the time and read books, but I always have audiobooks. Audible. My list is thick. Okay. I'm going to listen to a book. I'm going to gain information. I am going to look for titles and authors that fill the gap of the thing that I am lacking. And then what I will do is I will go buy the physical version of the book so that I can mark that baby up because I'm taking action. I'm not just listening to it because I got some free time. My kids will be in the car and it'll be like chapter 7. And they in the back seat like, oh my God. But I got to get it. Okay. So books are very effective for finding out information. You'll be very surprised the strategies that you can find if you read good books. It's some good tea in them things. I'll be like, ooh, I never thought of that. Okay. And last but not least, let's talk about mentorships and coaching. I'm a coach, so you already knew this was coming. But it is a very, very powerful way for you to hone in on your craft, to make sure that you are walking in your purpose, to make sure that your gift is showing up to your audience the way that it needs to when you find the right mentor or coach. So when you have the right mentor or coach and you are in a place where you are committed to investing in that amount of help, there's a lot of action that will take place behind that. And so you're going to have an experience, hopefully, with the right coach of personalized guidance and feedback. How many times have we like done something or we went to one of these online webinars or took one of these online courses and there's not a real body or somebody that you can really reach out to ask like, did I do this right? Or what do you think about this? Sis, don't play that. You can ask anybody that's work with me. You can ask anybody in my program right now. I'm there because I understand the importance of access. I understand the importance of feedback. And so by having a valuable mentor or coach that you have vetted, it allows you to do that. They also have the ability to support you in the challenges that you are facing and help you overcome those challenges as they arise during the time that you guys are working together. I told you, my coach, I be having to send a smoke signal or inbox or something like, hey, coach, this is what's happening. Help me, please. And I do the exact same for my clients. All right. So, a couple of things that you can do in order to maximize a relationship with a mentor or a coach is to make sure that you guys set clear goals and understand the expectations of each of you. You can also make sure that they have a system or a space where they have open feedback and they hear you, right? Not just that they're the ones doing a lot of the talking, that they do a lot of listening as well. Okay. And so when you are looking for a coach or a mentor, make sure that they are people that you want to keep in your circle long term. Make sure that these are people that you feel like can become a part of your journey, and make sure that you are ready to show up and do your part, because you've already acknowledged the fact that there is a gap, and you have already committed to facing that fear, right? That doubt. And you are in a place now where you want to get to a mastery level. So you have to show up. You have to do the hard work. But there are plenty of ways for you to get past that fear of not knowing in your business. All right, so let's see if you guys have any questions. Do you guys have any questions? If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you have, whether it be about any of the things we discussed, whether it's about that fear of not knowing what to do or who to look for or how to find help. I am happy to answer those questions for you now. Always want to give space for you to ask questions and get answers, because I know how it is when I show up to stuff and I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Like, and I have a question and they never even give me the opportunity. So, want to make sure you have the opportunity. All right. All right. So, if we do not have any questions, and I'm looking, I want to give y'all a few more seconds. Okay. If we do not have any questions, I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that this session was helpful. Again, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be right here on Facebook Live for the Authenticity Agenda, where we're talking about shifting from employment to empowerment. Again, my name is Coach Erica B. Erica Burns, aka Erica B, the owner of All in Your Biz. And I hope that I get the chance to work with you and help you expand and grow your business into something that you learned using the things that you have picked up along the way from your 9-to-5 career. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye.